About a month ago, I made a bold prediction that the main protagonist of Omegahorn will not be a henshin hero. Now that the information has been revealed, I don't know if I was proven wrong. Hey guys, it is I, Kuroninja, and some information about Omegahorn has been revealed. Gavin Infinity was a series I enjoyed, but this coming season seems to be more interesting. I already talked about whether or not the protagonist is a henshin hero or not, but it doesn't matter because now we know what he looks like, and there are no bad red heroes in Project Red. This includes the protagonist of Omegahorn, a treasure hunter whose name seems to be Shout of Flames or En no Shout. His armored suit is described as a protection suit, and judging from that information and the appearance of that suit, I don't think he's going to be doing much of the fighting. But I think that's a good thing, because I think this season will do a better job separating Project Red from Sentai fans' expectations now that Gavin Infinity laid the foundation. Now let's talk about the main focus of the season, the kaiju, who are called the Kakuju. The moment everything was revealed, it included a lot of the kaiju. We've got the protagonist's companion Enkaku, and the main antagonist looks to be someone named Ivar, whose companion is Zetsu Enkaku. Then there's Hazan no Giriko, who's meant to be a friendly rival. What's interesting is that the kaiju also have human forms, and Giriko's human form is portrayed by Nanaha Itose, who also portrayed Kagakuki in Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers. There are so many kaiju that have been revealed that I feel like the higher powers wanted to make something similar to Pokemon. It also reminded me of the Chemis from Kamen Rider Gotchard, one of my favorite Kamen Rider seasons. Now, what do I want to see from Omegahorn? Well, I already got what I wanted, and I wanted a tokusatsu that felt different. I feel like a lot of people only have Super Sentai and Kamen Rider as reference points when it comes to tokusatsu, and so they think it's only about henshin heroes, when there are a lot of other tokusatsu shows that are part of a different genre. The kaiju subgenre of tokusatsu is also popular, but I feel like it still gets overlooked by a lot of people, and I hope that this will change if Omegahorn succeeds. But as someone who's traveled through the multiverse, that's one thing I don't want to see in Omegahorn. Multiverse travel is something that's been happening in Super Sentai's last two anniversary seasons in Gavin Infinity, but I think it would be way better if Omegahorn's story was confined to just one universe. There's just one more thing I'd like to talk about before we end the video, and it's about Gavin Infinity. I had plans to review the 25th episode of Gavin Infinity and compare it to episode 25 of the original Space Sheriff Gavin, because, as some of you might know, Goshiki Doubler from that episode is my favorite monster of the week from Space Sheriff Gavin. Unfortunately, it looks like the rumors were true, and Gavin Infinity is only 23 episodes long, so I can't review Gavin Infinity's 25th episode. I heard there's a chance Reiji might return in some episodes of Omegahorn, so I might review Omegahorn episode 2 as if it were Gavin Infinity episode 25, who knows. Anyway, that is all for this video. If you enjoyed, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I have nothing to do with Kuroninja.